In town hall meetings across the country, fear and anger have overwhelmed the health care debate.
He is trying constitutional.
You don't trust me? I don't know what else I can do.
For Senator Claire McCaskill in Missouri, some in the crowd got physical.
Hey, hey, hey! Okay, ma'am. Okay, we can do this. We can still have town hall meetings, right?
But in Portsmouth, New Hampshire Tuesday, the president faced a far more friendly audience.
I love you back. Thank you.
Still, the president found himself spending much of his time defending his plan and pushing back against some of the wild accusations.
The rumor that's been circulating a lot lately is this idea that somehow the House of Representatives voted for death panels that will basically pull the plug on Grandma. I am not in favor of that.
And he said that his request for emails from Americans who disagree with him has been portrayed unfairly.
Suddenly, on some of these news outlets, this is being portrayed as Obama collecting an enemies list. Now, come on, guys.
Proactively, the president tried to turn his fire on insurance companies.
I don't think government bureaucrats should be meddling, but I also don't think insurance company bureaucrats should be meddling.
And unlike members of Congress, he faced only polite skepticism from a Republican in the audience over a government-run health insurance plan, the so-called public option.
The only thing that I have said is that having a public option in that menu would provide competition for insurance companies to keep them honest.
The president pleaded for folks to talk to each other, not over each other.
Where we do disagree, let's disagree over things that are real, not these wild misrepresentations that bear no resemblance to anything that's actually been proposed.
No government health care!
Outside the hall, the misrepresentation was on full display.
I believe he is a socialistic ruler who is going to turn this country into socialism.
But supporters say they don't mind the heated atmosphere.
This is really good because they're nervous, and I like that.
Now, there was one arrest outside of New Hampshire yesterday. A 62-year-old man was arrested for sneaking into the auditorium. He was carrying a knife, and then they found out he had a loaded gun in his car. Meredith?
Yeah, despite that, though, Chuck, I think a lot of people are wondering why the president's town hall meeting was so polite compared to the contentious ones elsewhere, and has people wondering, did the administration stack the deck with supporters in New Hampshire?
No, I got two words for you: the Secret Service. And here's what I mean by that. In order to get a ticket for the president's town hall, you had to log in last week. You had to get and hope you got picked randomly in a draw. And I talked to plenty of people there. They seemed to participate in the process. There were detractors in the audience. But then you also have to remember, you have to submit your date of birth, your social security number, in order to be that close to the president. It's not like a member of Congress where any Tom, Dick, or Harry can just walk in at the end of the day, kind of like a city council meeting. That isn't the way you do it at a presidential town hall. So I think the combination of all of that, plus, remember, the presence of a lot of security, and there's still the office of the presidency. While nobody has a high opinion these days of senators and members of Congress, with all due respect to Senator McCaskill that'll be on these days, we're seeing that there's still some decorum left when it comes to the office of the presidency, Meredith.
All right, Chuck Todd, thank you very much.